What we do here. So for the past decade, we're basically been in the business of selling hours, but more specifically, we do professional services consulting for enterprise app, for Android, iOS, and web development.
That was a very complicated way of saying we build industry-leading mobile apps and websites. So we create digital software.
We build apps that make it to the homepage of iTunes.
Yes.
That's what we do.
I live and breathe PunchKick Interactive. And for me, it's a lot more than just a business. I get to work in a place where we're all on this shared journey. Everybody here, we see what PunchKick has done for us and the lives it allows us to have and the fun and the experiences. And so we're just rowing in the same direction.
When somebody's hired into PunchKick, they can expect a lot of the unexpected. We break a lot of conventions and we do a lot of things differently. And for nearly everybody we've hired, in a short time after they've been hired, they affirm to us that this is like a place that they've never been.
I think that what separates PunchKick from the competition is really our culture, our people, who we are. It's different than any other place I've worked. And in the flat organization, you really get to you help to implement decisions on what you think is best for PunchKick.
Going flat means saying to the business, we don't need managers, we don't need bosses, we don't need multiple layers of leadership. We're gonna build an environment where people can emerge based on their merits and based on their understanding of the business and the value they can provide the business.
It could be your first day as an intern, and you have quite literally, you have the same decision-making power as a CEO. If all we were was a micromanagement organization where it was just, Zach and my brain just, repeated and blah, 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 we wouldn't nearly be as strong as if we're actually trying to leverage the full brain power of our entire team.
I do not want to work in a business where I'm super smart and everyone else has no idea what they're doing. That would be my worst nightmare. And so when I come here to work and I see the things that people are working on and the difference they're making, I'm just like, how can I help? Because what you're doing is awesome. And a lot of that is because they understand the business.
And I really only believe that two rules need to exist in any company to make it successful and flat. The first one is that you can't force anybody to do anything they don't want to do, because it's, I think that's the moment people are forced to do something, the passion dies, the morale gets through the floor, all that. And then the second thing would be, if you're going to make a decision, you have to seek advice from all the people it affects.
The advice channel starts with talking to experts and exposing yourself to others, whether it's at PunchKick or outside of PunchKick, to learn about the decision you're trying to make. The second step in the advice process is talking to the peers at PunchKick who would be impacted by your decision, whether that's finance because of the costs, whether it's IT because of the integration with our company, whether it's the designers because of the impact to their workflow your decision might make. And what you find is that when people are socializing their ideas and they're getting advice, they will make the right decision. Every decision you make at PunchKick, you're free to make, and you're using the advice channel to do it, knowing that the feedback channel also exists, and if you leave somebody out of the conversation who needs to be a part of it, or you make a decision that's in your own best interest and not the best interest of the business, your peers will come talk to you and give you feedback about it.
We've tried to take that idea of accountability to your community and work that into the advice process and decision making, because we find that people would much rather let me or Zach down than let the person sitting next to them down.
And I think one of the biggest benefits of going flat that people don't talk enough about is this idea that when you come to a place where you know your title and your responsibilities are only defined by what you're capable of, it takes the edge off. Someone else's success isn't a threat to you, because when you see somebody blossoming and growing, you realize they're going to make the company more profitable, which in turn means more money for you.
I have this consciousness and awareness that what we're doing is actually materially improving the quality of people's lives. And that's more rewarding than all the money, the accolades, anything. Like it's really a special feeling.
I've heard PunchKickers say that PunchKick is the family you get to choose, and that's what it feels like for me. It is a group of people that has helped me have an incredible life, and I hope to be able to repay that to the people I work with. It's beautiful, and I love it, and I can't get enough of it.